Hi, and welcome to Living My Faith. That show where we spotlight those individuals that are really living their faith. I'm your host, James Fenimore, and today we've got two very special guests for you. Joining me is Lady Charmaine Day and Donnell Duncan. Guys, how you doing?
Good.
Great. How are
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful now that I get to be with you guys. And I thank you. Oh, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to chat with you. Well, we start the show with one simple question. And Lady Charmaine, we're going to start with you because Donnell and I are gentlemen.
Thank you, guys. God bless.
Lady Charmaine, how are you living your faith?
I have been living my faith since I was 5 years old and was introduced to Christianity and attending churches for most of my life. And in 2008, I became a pastor and started an online ministry called Unlimited Help Ministry. And it's done through my website, social media. I had a radio show at one time. I have a podcast called Taboo Talk Podcast. I'm an author of 20 books, and most of my books talk about my relationship with God. The main one that I know, if you want to get closer to God and have your best life possible, then my book, Do I Look Bipolar, helps. Uh, I enjoy doing my ministries. It's growing from zero in 2008 to over 100,000 members globally. And I'm also, I touch and do different things. So I have a line of clothing, footwear, and accessories with faith messages um, that I sell with my website. Unlike other pastors, I don't collect tithes. I believe, as your pastor, I should be working for you, and so I don't collect a salary for being a pastor. I just request people buy my products so I can continue to do my ministry.
That's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing all that, Lady Charmaine. And Donnell, you got the cheat code. You know the question that's coming your way. How you living
Oh,
your faith?
appreciate it. Thank you. So, uh, I always describe my life as I have a 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9. So, in my 9 to 5, I'm a vice president at a global environmental consulting company, and in my 5 to 9, I'm a pastor of a local church. And during the pandemic, during a time where I had an executive coach that the company assigned to me, the coach told me, "Bring your whole self to life." And that coach ended up actually impacting my life tremendously. She is a Christian, and she showed me how to be me in every situation. So, in the way I work as a professional in consulting, I bring my whole self. So, I am the same person wherever I am. I live my faith out loud. I've written several books, and I'm open as to my beliefs and who I am. People within the professional realm know that I'm a pastor. People within the pastor realm know that I'm a technical professional. And I just be who I am. And I think God has called me to just be one person. And my faith is the foundation of my identity. So I just show up as that person in every situation.
Yeah, I love that. That's what this is about. His business. It's a white paper I wrote
Woo!
for
I
the
love that.
yeah, for the Christian Chamber of Commerce. I brought it. I spoke about it there. It's basically live out your faith in the workplace responsibly. Don't get fired. Don't stand on the break room table and preach the gospel and have HR escort you out. But training people how to do it the right way, because we can't compartmentalize our faith. But we also, when we're at church, we also want people to know who we are, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that's what we're supposed to be showing to Christ. So I love that. I love that your coach helped bring that out in you, Donnell. That's amazing. Donnell, you mentioned you authored some books as well. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, so I've written 10 books, but I'll just focus on the last couple ones. I have a series of books that are called A New Mind Skin, and they're all about the marketplace. The first one, A New Mind Skin, is on innovation, creativity, and strategic thinking for the marketplace. And it came out of the pandemic when uh, I had my own coming out experience where I realized being a Christian was so important to the way I function in the professional realm that I needed to figure out how do we apply everything that we learn on a Sunday in church on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at work. And that was the first book. And then from that book, I have another one from that series called The New Mindskin Leadership Superpowers, which is 100 leadership principles that are intended for the marketplace. And of course, everything is founded in the faith that I do have and who God created me to be. And then there are several other books that I do have, but it's allowed me to bridge what I do as a pastor with what I do as a leader in the marketplace. I believe that many of us are called to the marketplace. We have the fivefold ministry who equip the saints for the work of ministry, but the work of the ministry takes place 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, while you are doing the work that you do. And you be who you are when you go out into the marketplace.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. Lady Charmaine, I know you mentioned you have an online community through your website. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. Um, I realized when I became a pastor that people already have a pastor for the most part if they grew up like me. So my job is to share with them total mind, body, and spirit wellness solutions utilizing the principles of Jesus, Christ Jesus. And I'm on Facebook, uh, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Threads. I have a website, ladycharmaineday.com. And just by being the only social presence consistently saying messages like your most important asset is the asset that you have with Jehovah God, that your body is a temple, take care of it. You only get one, and it is your offering back to God. Things like that. And having a Taboo Talk podcast where people get to see me and I'm interviewing subject matter experts on how to have a good life and giving out wisdom. And so that's how I do it. Through my podcast, I used to have a radio show, through my social media, and through my website,
That's amazing.
ladycharmaineday.com.
That's amazing. You guys are really a really living testament to just living out your faith and showing the world how good God is. And I thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your testimony and ways that our audience could really start to do the same. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much for having me. Thank you.
On
That's
behalf,
honest.
on behalf of Lady Charmaine and Donnell, I'm James Fenimore. This has been Living My Faith, and we can't wait to see you next time.